All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Medas Jimal. I have a very quick one for you. And many of you have been asking me. We trading model, just to give you a trading model, how we trade and leveraging on software, AI software. Of course, we trade forex market, crypto market, and synthetics. And how do you maximize our software to trade? Right? You've been talking about AI software. Say the AI analyze the market for you, then human decide, and of course, AI software still manage trade for you. And how do you go about that? So this software help you to check the market, and of course, even if you're a professional trader, now it's still very, very good help for you. And so let me quickly just show you how this actually work out, and then you're going to love it. Okay, you're going to love it because I just did some analysis and all of that. So let's quickly look at it, and then it's going to be an amazing stuff. So pay attention. All right. So just pay attention. I'm going to share my screen with you right now, and then to take on understanding about how we take this signal. Okay. Now listen. Let's go to the screen. Okay. I'm going to go to the screen. Now here are some signals. I wouldn't know which one, but because I just want to go very fast. First, I tap on this signal, and what does it pop up? It popped up saying volatility 10 index, right? What is the analysis? This is a swing trade for more profit. Hold this position for more than 1 day. Buy volatility index 10 index now and all of that. And I checked it on my trading view, which I'm going to go through now. So what do we do? Next, you're going to do, because this is derive synthetic indices. So when we see forex, because this my phone, it taking combination of forex, synthetic indices, and web trade volatility. Now, so I go to derive. So look at this. Can you see derive? If you don't see here, look at it. All right, you can see derive inbuilt chart. So I'm going to tap on it. So now, since I've tapped on it, it's going to show me all the detail. So here, look at here. I'm going to tap that place to put in that volatility 10. Look at volatility 10 up here. Look at it here. Oh, look at it here. Okay, so I'm going to tap on it. So I tap on it. All right, so here, you'll see something here. So it's load, right? So I'm going to click on load. All right, so I'm going to click on load. Now, having click on load, very simple, right? So here, I click on load, and then it loaded volatility 10. Then I click on settings. Okay, so you see settings. Now I'm going to ask something. So look at this check signal rate, right? Check signal rate. Look at it here. Check signal rate. So I will click on it. It says what? Accuracy of this setup is 98%. Fresh buy signal and place close all sell. That is, if you are on a sell before, close all of them. This will be a massive buy move. Hold position if you can. Now, and I've checked it on. Now, you know we're on the inbuild. So I scroll up, look at it. Look at it. Come on. Now, so this is weekly key level. That's WL. Now, click on this weekly key level. It's actually approaching the pivot point. So, which means there's still a little resistance ahead, but that is not the problem. This is a strong buy from the bottom. Now, if you click on daily key level, look at it. This was a very nice one. As at the time, this this stuff call it for you. Can you see now? Very fantastic. Now, so if I want to take this trade now, I've seen that it's going to buy for a very long time. It's going to buy for a very long time. Though there's a resistance ahead already on daily time frame, and then but it's still going to buy for a very long time. So what do? I go to my MT5. So this is my MT5. So look at my MT5. Can you see now? So that's to say, you can see now. Look at the daily candle. This is massive. I ought to have bought this thing before now. All right, look at it. This is massive, right? You have the market actually about to take out all of those points. And so what do? Look at it. Let me just show you something, everybody. Here we have this. Okay. So if we look at it, Okay. So if you look at it now, so here is just like the minor resistance you're going to encounter. So if I want to take this trade, perhaps volatility 10, so I just go to my volatility 10. Can you see now? Now, though I do some refinements, which I'm going to show to you, but you that don't know much about refinement, you only look at what is the lowest lot size of this. Is it 0.1? No, it's 0.5. Is it 0.05? No, it's 0.5. So that's the lowest. So if I want to take this trade now, for instance, it's just to go to this right, and I click what? Buy. Now, the question you're going to ask me, Felix, where do I put my stop loss and take profit? Okay, so they are very important. Now, you want to refine. Perhaps if you are, this is a swing trade, look at where the market likely going to travel to. Look at it. Market likely going to travel to this point. Can you see now? That's a long journey. All right. So if chances are there, but of course, there's a little resistance you're going to hit under here. So some trader, we add more position once all those points are broken. So where should I put my stop loss? Perhaps I can put my stop loss here. Look at it. Under this point, under the today week candle. That is 5941. Now let's go. 5941. So I press 5941. 5941 as my stop loss. Okay, right? I told you there was some refinement I was supposed to do, but nevertheless. So my stop loss here. Now, right? So that's my stop loss. Then my take profit. So let's say I want to swing the trade eventually. So that's going to be 6115 up there, right? 6115. So I go there, 6115. 66115. That's my take profit. Now, because it's a swing trade, right? Now, but nevertheless, there's something you now want to check. So let's tap on this. If I lose this trade, I'm going to lose $9. So you already know yourself that your account is small and you probably may not want to take such trade. So I'm just giving it to you. Now, if I lose this trade, if you come and take out my stop loss, I'm going to lose $9.44. Then if you go eventually to my take profit up there, I'm going to make $56. How long will it take? You can't say. It can take several days, right? Because all of this can do, this is a daily time frame, right? Because this is swing trade. But if I want to look at it, to have refined the market, if I go to 4 hours, I may want to wait for a pullback ordinarily. Okay? I may want to wait for a pullback ordinarily before entering. Because now on 4 hours, you see, it's at the resistance level. All right? And then before the up, as it were. So I may have to want to wait, but nevertheless, let's watch what's going to play out. Now, if you go to 1 hour, so you can see that you don't take trade on daily time frame. So I'm just refining. I've taken a position, right? Because I'm just refining to show you. Now, when the signal can, you will have probably maybe when the market actually, this is 1 hour and all of that. So refining down, this probably going to break back down again, whatever, and you find more better entry position. Now let's go to 15 minutes. Can you see? Look at the week candle. So it means this market still going to travel down and before, taking a leap, right? So then you go to 15 minutes. Come on, look at it. That's a very powerful candle there, right? Indicating a kind of pullback is about to happen, right? So if this pullback happens, perhaps may not come to my entry or my stop loss as it were. Because if you look at it, this is a higher high. Look at it up here. All right. This is a higher high, and this is a higher low. Another high here, another low here. Now that is a potential high. Then maybe you expect another low somewhere here. You understand? Or below. So that's supposed to be your entry. So when you come down to that 15 minutes, probably you will have been waiting to enter the market here and then next move. Okay. Now, if you go to 5 minutes, that means you're actually totally doing proper refining. Okay. So proper refining. So perhaps at that point of this 5 minutes, you probably will be looking at this point here. So this is how trade are being refined. So you understand? So you are waiting for this point here. So let's go here. You get it? So you do proper refining at this point for the market, okay? And this is how you take a trade. So I'm going to go to a chart now, normal life chart, and you see all of this. Now, this software give you notification on your phone. Like if I open again, there are other signals that have been sent, maybe still recurring. Okay, look at it. It said sell-free zone today, FX vol 99. This is well trade signal. Okay, this is well trade signal. So what do I do on well trade signal now? So you see well trade inbuilt chart. I tap on it. So I tap on it. It says vol 99. I'm going to search for vol 99. Look at it up here. So I'm going to load it. So when I load it, I click on settings. Okay, then I can click on. Now I see 78%. Good, fine. Now, so I click on settings, and then what do? I click on the weekly key level. So what did he say we should actually do? For 99, say we should sell. Okay, so on weekly key level is actually resting on a key level now, like a kind of support. So it's a sell. It has been selling for a while. So if we check on daily key level, so look at it. It has been selling massively from today, massively, right? That I will have to wait for a pullback before selling down. These are minor things you will need to just know and understand. And that's why we say once you come on board on our platform, you need to let us know. And then we can, all right, build with you, give you basic more understanding so that you learn forward and all of that. So let's look at vol 99, right? Let's look at it, maybe well trade. Okay, let's look at the well trade. Okay, so look at well trade now, right? So well trade, then we'll go to chart. Now vol 99, right? Look at vol 99. I click on the chart. So vol, can you see massive sell? Now, so I go to the even 1 day, see the sell. Can you see the sell? And this signal probably have been given, and so you just need to make use of your phone now, right? All right. Sometimes you may even need to buy a new phone to dedicate for this so that it will not be over congested. So this thing have been selling for the past how many days? 1, 2, yet it pulled back yesterday, and then today, continuation. Now, if we go to 4 hours, can you see that? Look at the 4 hours. Look at the candle, and then 4 hours, 1, 2, 3, 3 consecutive bearish candle of 4 hours. So you probably want to wait for this candle to close in the next how many hours? Now, if you go to 1 hour, now you can see, oh my wow, right? Chart candle pattern already. Look at your entry up there here. Okay, look at it here. Can you see now? That's a massive sell, right? Okay, so that is like a liquidity sweep here. Okay, and then a reversal, liquidity sweep, then whatever candle pattern, pin bar or whatever, and then you have bearish engulfing. At the close of the bearish engulfing is your entry, right? Now, having entered here, a pullback to that, so your stop loss above that, and then the market is actually massively selling. Okay, so this software gives you notifications to see where the market, whatever, and then a whole lot of things that you can maximize still on this same software. So massive thing. You see, look at it. Oh my word. All right. So look at Gravestone's Doji. Look at Gravestone Doji. Can you see inside there? Gravestone Doji, and then next followed by as if the market not to make a move, and then look at that bearish, massive bearish engulfing candle. So even if you're afraid, you're scared of entering the market, at the close of this bearish engulfing candle, that's your entry, right? Look at it here. Here. That's your entry. Now your stop loss can go above that point, and then market is massively selling. So if you now, because you come in when the signal was properly given, and now so you narrow down to a lower time frame, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, all right, a proper refinement, right, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and then if you want to do a sniper entry, you go to 5 minutes, right, depending on what you are trading and how you actually, pro in your trading outlook. Then if you go to 1 minute, that's a wicked refinement and all of that. So here now, you're looking at, so where should I enter? Look at on 15 minutes, okay, right, let's say go to 1 minute. So you want to have a massive pullback. This is a pullback, and then after this, you're selling here, right? Because these are pullback, 1 minute, and then you are selling over here, right? Then, so you can see this is 30 minutes. The candle is still going now, right? A pullback has happened, and then all of that. So this is a massive kind of opportunity that you cannot afford to miss, right? So let me check again. Probably if we have another signal, I can just open any signal. I just pray I can see Forex signal right now. Okay, it's still giving another well trade, which is vol 80. So I quickly want to just check any other signal for Forex. Okay, vol 99. Oh, that even gave a rejection level of vol 99. That's what they give here. All right, come on, that's massive. That's why you see the signal was massive, right? Say vol 99. Look at the rejection level. Vol 99 rejection level. So here, rejected these current zones are 34743. That was where the selling, whatever, actually was called from. 3, 4 are massive, massive, massive up. If you return back up, you're going to find it and all of that. Okay, so let's go. Do we have another signal? I just want to have maybe Forex signal. Who's this? No, not 10. Okay, sorry, got my combined both Forex signal, Forex synthetics, well trade synthetics. Let me just stop anyone here. DXY, good. Look at DXY. This is DXY. So inversely, so DXY is like, right? So Pierre has indicated a rejection level at this. DXY is like, you're looking at upside down of Euro USD. You see? So if it's indicating that this is a rejection level, if price falls to break above this price, the retracement AI gives you a signal to sell DXY. Kindly take this trade with confidence. So that means then you should be looking at Euro USD to be buying. That's what it means. So if I just take this now, Euro USD to be buying. So that means if I load Forex chart, I can just go for Euro USD or GBP USD. Look at it. Euro USD or GBP USD. Then I load it. Right? So I load it and I click on settings. So that means if it's telling me that, of course, if this rejection level get to that point, it's telling me to, that is going to be telling me to sell. That means Euro USD upside down is going to be buy. Let me look at it. This signal, of course, is not yet confirmed properly. So now let's go. I click on my settings and look at it. Look at the chart and I click on weekly key level. Now you can see Euro USD is seated for buy at weekly key level. Let's look at daily key level. Okay, so Euro USD automatically, it should be buy, right? But there's still a little level of resistance above for it, which is at the pivot point. But on weekly, you can see that Euro USD had been buying and it has a long way to buy up, especially when the rejection level had been clarified by your software. Now, so all of these, I'm just taking them randomly and then go back to my even trading view to show you some of those things that have been mentioned here. All right. Okay, this is synthetics on well trade swing. Okay, still talking about volatility 10. So the signal have been given since buy zone swing volatility. Oh. Okay, so now let's now go to the market. So now those of you who are pro, okay, you're a pro trader, you understand your news, you know how to go about your trade. Okay, so let's go. I love this software. It's massive. So let's go into showing you more things, right? And you are a pro trader, you understand the market, you know how to navigate the market. So let's look at it. Let's show you this. This is that index. Okay. I actually came here, so let me just refresh everything here. Okay, let me just refresh. This is derived synthetic platform. Let me just refresh everything. Okay, let's go here. Now, look at it here. Look at it. Look at the market. Are you seeing it? Now, the market is a downtrend. There's no doubt about that. Let's squeeze that. Come on, the market have been selling for as long as possible. Okay, so if I look at my, if I look at my, let's see, my trend line, for instance, here, right? So let's look at it critically, inwardly, right? So you've seen how the market has traveled. This is a high, this is a low, this is a high, this is a low, this is a high, massive, right? And this is a low on a larger scale. Now you are going to forget this guy that was an uptrend, forget this guy that was a downtrend, forget this guy that was an uptrend, forget this guy that's a downtrend. Now let's bake on this guy alone. Okay, so we're going to work on this guy alone. So something very, very simple, and that's one of the lovely things you understand. So let's do, we're working with this guy alone now. So this is a high, this is a low, this is a high, right? So this is a low, this is a high, right? This is a low, this is a high, right? This is a low, this is a high, right? This is a low, this is a high. Good. Then this is a low. All right. So we've just have a recent low. That's what it means. So now look at it. Very lovely thing that you will need to understand when it has to do with the market. Now, market is simple, but it's not easy. Okay, so understand that. So if market is simple, but it's not easy, just find a way to simplify the way it is. Okay, so here we have a swing low, a swing high, okay, a swing low, a swing high, 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 now a swing low. Now, the question is that if you look at this, to what extent is this guy going to travel to? Will he travel back to this point? Maybe no, but at least it's going to pull back. Now, the question you ask yourself, so let's say this market, okay, so let's take this it off. Very perfect, right? Now, excuse me, there are a few things I'm going to do. There are a few things I need to do. And the three things is this. Let's look at it. Now I've marked this. Then I need to plot myself back to where the thing was coming from. So let's go this way. I look at where this market was coming from. Very simple. Was here. So let's go this way. So let's say here, this market had found the support at the bottom here. Makes sense? Has found a support at the bottom here. So there's something you are going to look. This is the previous swing low. So perhaps we'll take this previous swing low, right? Now let's take this previous swing low. Here, this guy here. That's a little bit of concern for us. Okay, can you see now? Now, on this down here, this low here, which is like a liquidity zone, had been swept, smartly swept. That was nice. That's a good bullish sign for you. And of course, return back into the zone. Makes sense. Now, this is daily time frame, please. Don't get it twisted. Now, this is a swing low and this is swing high. So it means by daily time frame, this is swing low, immediate swing low, and the immediate swing high. So that means you're looking at market to actually maybe travel back to this point. Or you are looking at your trading zone within this point. But this is a rejection. Can market break this guy up? Okay, maybe yes. Okay, then what are we going to look? We have seen the structure. We've seen that this is a downtrend, but we're seeing a potential reversal. This is a downtrend, but you're looking at this could be a potential reversal. Now, if you are watching this trade or watching this market maybe since yesterday, you will have been in earlier than now, okay? But nevertheless, now what happened? You are looking at this is now we come to, you have seen the trend is downtrend. Okay, even if it's going to continue to sell, So let's look at the potential. So I'm expanding now to see what we call point of or area of interest. So let's not go like ICT student. So we're looking at area of interest. Where should be my area of interest? Where will this market actually return from and continue to sell? This is an area of interest. Now, so there are a few things you want to look at. This is an area of interest, should be rejected at this point to sell, number one. Number two, why will it reject at this point? Then number two, you are looking at what is it left, what does it left behind that it can go back to peak? Okay, so that means you are looking at an imbalance that was left above this point. Look at it. So you have two confluences here. First confluence is the fact that the market is going to hit the previous swing low. Number two, there is an imbalance fair value gap at that point. Make a lot of sense. So that means potentially you're looking at the market to actually get rejected there. So you're careful, even if you enter the trade earlier on. So you're going to look at way, right? You're going to look at the way to take profit from there. Yes, taking profit from this place is a huge place. It's a huge place. Now, so because you know this is a daily time frame. Now, so let's not look at it. Let's look at it inwardly. The next thing you want to look at, because we have different points, of area of interest, liquidity range, like either the previous day range or high and low, swing. Now, session, of course, this is FOREX pure. This is synthetics. You're looking at section, swing, high and low, and all of those things. Then diagonal support, like here. So you can see now, this is another area of interest because this is a resistance, all right? So if that's the case, let's move this way. Cool. Now, so that means the next thing I'm going to look is using fib retracement to check. So let's go. I take my fib and I come back here. Where is the highest? So perhaps here. And I go back to this point. Good. And I'm now saying potentially. Now, rejection too can happen here because this is 38 fib level. So you have three confluences here that can make this resistance to be very strong and get rejected. Number two, you're looking at your golden zone. Your golden zone is actually from 50 to what's it called? Call it for me. 50 to 61. So that means you're looking at this point. Okay. So can you see now? These are area of interest. Now, in my own, when I'm trading and I mark my fib level, when I have another fair value gap in between, before or after all this zone, that mark another confluence for me that the market could travel up to this point. So market, till we get here and start doing some kind of funny thing, we get here and start doing some kind of funny thing, I want to go to a lower time frame to see what is it that the market want to do at that point. Okay, so that's what you're now doing to say potentially market should start retracing from there. So if you now go to a lower time frame like 4 hours, right? It's actually a medium time. So you can see this obvious resistance up here, right? To say the market could get there, get rejected, all right? And the best entry anyone probably will have taken was this pullback and all of that. So you want to look at it. So if I'm going to look at this twin tool, right? It may give you a little drawdown for a while, but the market will definitely continue to buy over time. Now you look at it, this is like a double bottom, and then to break the next line, and so that means breaking the neckline, this is going to bounce it down to now retest the neckline. That may be where you are waiting to enter, right? Okay. Now you go back to 1 hour. Okay, so you're refining this thing, kind of top-down analysis. Go to 1 hour, you see the market already. That means your pullback here was a very nice one. That will have been your entry, but yet you are careful all of this because all of these guys here, point here, point here, point are actually liquidity level. It can be swept and return back down. That's what you're looking at. All right. Then here you can see all of this being I've marked. When the market get there, I know what to do. Okay. So these are the reasons why refining and get a point of interest ahead of the market is a very, very critical thing that you must do. Okay, so you can see this, the market break above and retested the zone, and then the market continue to move. Okay, and those are the things you're actually doing. So still watching out of this point, so potentially. So you can imagine if you were in the market earlier, maybe here, to have taken the trade when Bekenet software detected it. This is a very massive point. If you use 0.5, the minimum, that's $25. If you use 1, that's $50. Now, if you go over here, $65. If you get over here, $94, $97. If you now get eventually here, $120, depending on what you are doing or what you are using. Then if you use 0.5, that's $60. If you use 2 standard, that's $240, right? That is where we even think that it may reverse from. Now, what if it break all of this point and continue? That means you are going to travel very far. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you actually take trade, right? Using Bekenet softwares, and of course, understanding basics. But you know, this deeper thing I do is just because maybe you are a pro trader and that's why you do it. Now, you don't need to freaking fear that, oh, since I'm not a pro trader, I may not be able to do what they do. No, you can still take trade. Good thing, you have the software. We put you through basic things you need to look out for. And then once you see them, you can clearly say, okay, this is what it is. And then you decide what to do. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how to take trade with this software. Amazing software that's going to help you to just narrow down, step down all the stress of doing more detailed market analysis and all of that. So this is boom and crash. Okay, unfortunately, somebody will ask me, well, you didn't go to Forex. Now, this is a boom and crash, boom 1000. Is going to buy more, all right? So if you're watching me maybe live, it's going to buy more eventually, because this is a tick here too. This will have tricked you into the market. This will have tricked you into the market. So that means you're going to lose this trade. Unfortunately, you will have lost this trade. Okay. So then here, this is too long for me. So perhaps I want to wait for you to retest this. That could give you a loss too. So that means you probably want to take this one. Okay, you probably want to take this one. There's a strategy I developed. If you are watching my how to catch spike in boom and crash, then so you will understand all of these boxes I'm drawing and all of that. So probably again, this one too, you definitely want to see what is the trend before you actually decide. And I can tell you now, you can see that aggressively, the market, of course, have been ranging low, right? You can see these have been range market for a very long time. And so you want to see, look at the high here. So if I take this, and just take horizontal line and then hook up here, good. And then take another horizontal line, probably to take to this down here. Okay, let's take here or just here. Okay, so if you look at this trading range here, so you know that this was a major move before. So a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, right? This is a high. After this high, we'll be having a couple of range band for this market. So it has neither break above this to continue the momentum, neither has it come down to take out this low. You understand? Yeah, so this is the major low. Now, so you can have this high, you know, all of this, right? So it has been doing that. So you know that this is a range band. So in range band, the signal may not be too perfect for you, but if it's an uptrend and you can actually decide, you know, practically say, okay, this is what's going to happen, and then you want to push the market as it give you the signal. So you can see, go to 1 hour time frame too. This had been crossed, nothing react. All of these have been crossed, nothing react. So you have more of down point here, right? So here, okay. So we have here more this. So the market going to return down to this point or going to spike. So you have to be very careful. So understand the trend itself. So inside the trend, so you can now invariably see inside the trend, the market is equally now having issues. Those days are 1, 2, right, and 3, and then so that's a very massive reaction, as it were. So you have to understand all of this, and so that you will not just dabble into a trade and later be struggling with the trade. It doesn't really make any sense. Okay, so you can see, all right, inside the trend itself. So you can see there's nothing to react on here. So that's mean chances of the market turning back to this point, and then before you find a massive spike, is very, very high. Okay. Okay, if you go back to 15 minutes, but nevertheless, understand that you could enter the trade. So that's what might make this first one to fail. Okay, this one fail. Okay, because this is an important area. This one, of course, could not do anything. So they all fail. Okay, so to help yourself more, you probably want to add one indicator, which is called EMA. That's 50 EMA. Okay, so the indicator does not trade for you. So you understand that many persons will say, oh, when this my indicator show this. No, no, no. Indicator just to guide you and to have an idea of whatever. So if I look at it down here, then this is here, then I put it on 50 moving average. Okay, then here we go. So you can see that it's a downtrend, right? For a time being. So, but this is a market that's just doing whatever things as it point. So here you can see, all right. So here this one failed. This one may likely work out, but chances is narrow. So, but I'm always very careful, with this type. So probably by the time you travel much down here, then you expect some level of pullback. Okay, because that's why you see this one actually work out. Okay, look at it. This actually work out to what style we use in trading these guys. Actually work out. Boom. This is the entry here. Then boom, pick up here. So if you have even your trend line drawn, then you will have been able to maximize it. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is FELIX. I'm the team leader of Plan B Express. Go to the comment section and take your link, register on all of those FOREX, for Capitalxtend, and other platforms so that you can maximize. The Bekenet software, register and chat with me on +234 90 470 44998. +234 90 470 44998. Until I come your way again, I am Xpress, the team leader.